Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Rewind That. It's your girl, Miss K. So, today we're going to be going over the latest episode of The Oval, episode number 15 called Clockwork. And today, before we get into this episode, guys, I'm not going to be showing my face, okay? Because today I did not do my hair. Well, I'm just pretty much in my scarf right now and comfy. And it's like 3 o'clock in the morning and I just did not feel like doing all that. So please forgive me, guys. All right. So anyway, the episode picks up where we left off, okay, with Barry driving the truck through the pharmacy, okay? And now he jumps out and he's tripping all over the place trying to get to Kareem, okay? Once he gets to Kareem, Barry tears him up, all right? Then Kareem goes for his gun and they struggle over the gun. And just like it always happens in a movie or a show, when people struggle over the gun goes off and either the two people struggling gets shot or an innocent bystander gets shot. And I wasn't surprised that the innocent bystander was Richard, but I was surprised about the fact that he got shot in his chest, okay? So Sharon wants to help, but Barry, being the fool he is, tells her, "Don't touch him, don't touch him." And I'm like, if you don't put your pride to the side and let that girl help your father, goodness gracious. So this is the second time this idiot Barry has responded to an emergency involving his parents in a way that proves he has no sense of urgency, okay? When the rocket-douchey chick blew her brains out in front of his parents, Nancy had an asthma attack, okay? And she needed her pump. But Barry didn't want to get it because it was in her pocketbook, which had brain matter on it, okay? Yes, that's disgusting, but what about your mother's life? So now Barry is wasting time, okay? Precious time, I might add, fighting with Sharon and telling her not to touch his father when instead she could be saving his life, all right? Now, Barry clearly doesn't know when to put his own emotions to the side for the sake of his parents. Next, Victoria and Hunter have a conversation in their bedroom, and she has her questions about how Denise was able to get into the White House undetected. No signing in, no record of her at all. But Hunter has his own questions, and he wants to know how Victoria knew Denise was there. So she tells him, "You shouldn't have let her use my glass." But that's not enough for Hunter because he wants to know why Victoria's mother was there and how convenient it was for them to leave the White House and Mama Maud shows up the same day that Denise gets there. So obviously he's suspicious of Victoria killing or having Denise killed, but at this point Victoria doesn't even know that Denise is dead. Next, Lily calls Bobby and asks him if everything around her is a lie. So he tells her, "Yes, I'm sorry." So she says, "Even the things you said to me on the plane and in the bathroom?" And he said, "Yes, when you have a mark, you tell them what you think they want to hear." Anyway, so all he wants to do is have another night with Lily, okay? He tells her that she's so beautiful, pure, and innocent. "Come to me." But Lily says, "No, why would I do that?" So her main focus now is to get the truth from Don, but Bobby says he won't tell the truth. There are a lot of secrets in this town that need to be kept in order. So next we got Hunter, who calls Don into the Oval, and he tells Don that he believes it's Victoria's family that killed Denise. Don was like, "No way, sir. She was at the restaurant with the first family." And Hunter says, "Yeah, exactly, with a lot of witnesses." So Hunter starts telling Don that Victoria's father put him in the mayor's office, which he didn't think he'd win. Then he put him in the governor's mansion, and now he put him in the White House. Then he tells Don that Victoria's father is going to take him down and that he has someone on the inside. So when Don tries to convince Hunter that what he's saying doesn't make any sense, Hunter says, "Then how else would you explain it?" Don says, "Well, you took an illegal drug." So Hunter's like, "So you think I did it?" And honestly, guys, the thought has come to my own mind. I did wonder if Hunter killed Denise himself due to being under the influence. I even thought he might have been drugs because I didn't think he chose to do drugs on his own. But anyway, the things Hunter said, they were making a lot of sense because, as I stated before, Kyle is probably the inside man for Victoria's parents. Next, Jean is doing a terrible job at hiding her emotions, okay? Priscilla is trying to have small talk with her, and Jean is practically breaking down, all right? But she won't tell Priscilla what's wrong. And of course, Kyle conveniently comes in to be nosy, but Priscilla tells him she has everything under control, so bye-bye. So Kyle leaves, and Jean still doesn't tell Priscilla what's up. Honestly, guys, Jean should have just went home like Kyle had suggested. So anyway, of course, Priscilla goes to ask her man, Sam, to keep an eye on Jean because she came in this morning in a good mood, but now something is up. Plus, Priscilla wants to get the tea on Barry and Richard, but Sam tells her that they can't talk about that here. Duh, girl. Anyway, so Sam tells Priscilla to call a cleaning service and send them to Richard's house right away. So now Priscilla's getting a little nervous, okay? And Sam says, go talk to Nancy if you want some answers. Next, Kyle goes back in the kitchen to pretty much scare Jean into keeping her mouth shut. He tells her not to even tell her best buddy Priscilla. So she says, I won't say anything, I promise. So then Kyle goes on to ask Jean how her boyfriend is doing. And y'all know what that means, right? When people start randomly asking about your child or your wife or your boyfriend, they're basically trying to tell you that they can be touched, okay? So it's definitely a threatening question that Kyle is asking. I told you guys in a previous video that Jean should have pretended she didn't see that blood on them sheets. And she wouldn't have been in this situation in the first place if she had, okay? You see something crazy, you see something funny, keep it moving. Don't say anything. That's just that, okay? Especially when you're dealing with people like Kyle. So next, Priscilla shows up to Richard and Nancy's house with the hazmat crew, and after excusing nosy Jody, Nancy fills Priscilla in on everything. And Nancy is really just exhausted at this point, guys, okay? She tells Priscilla that she just doesn't know what's going on with Barry and that he's so angry. Then Jody comes back out to tell them that she just saw on the news that a truck drove through the window of the pharmacy. So they try to call Richard and Barry, but none of them answer the phone. So they get their things and head down to the pharmacy. Now, Nancy says, Lord, I can't take no more, as they're on their way to leave. And right before she said that, I was already thinking that she's really been through a lot in a matter of days, okay? I think it's been about 3 or 4 days that have passed by since Callie was taken, and all hell has broken loose and continues to break loose. It's almost like they've been cursed or something, okay? Nancy and her family are going through it. Now, we got to also keep in mind that even though we've been watching this for like 15 weeks, guys, the way things are going in their world, it's only been going on for like 3 or 4 days, okay? So next, Victoria calls Sam into the kitchen to ask him if he's faithful to his wife. Has he ever cheated on her? And has he ever thought about cheating? So Sam says he's always been faithful and never thought about cheating. Anyway, Victoria did all this just to see if she could break Sam, okay? If she can get him to tell her how Denise got in the house. But it clearly didn't work, and Sam doesn't know about Denise being there in the first place. So next, the police and paramedics arrive at the pharmacy, and the officer tells Sharon to put her hands up while she's doing CPR. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So just ridiculous. Then 6ix9ine, aka Kareem, tells all when they ask for Barry's name. Oh, he drove the truck through my window. His name is Bartholomew. He has 2 L's in his name, and he has a warrant for his arrest. You freaking snitch. So they arrest Barry and take him away. Next, Kyle goes into Don's office, and they have a whole conversation that is quite revealing, okay, guys? We find out that they seem to have been in a loving relationship, but Kyle cheated on Don, and that's how it ended. So anyway, when Don tries to kick Kyle out, Kyle grabs Don and kisses him. He tells Don he wants him to make love to him again and yada, yada, yada. So Don doesn't resist, all right? And he kisses Kyle back. But a knock at the door interrupts them, and it's a servant bringing something to drink for Lily. So Don is surprised because he didn't know Lily was there, okay? And he says to the servant, did she leave? Do you know where she went? And a door in the office opens, and who comes out but Lily? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. So she definitely heard everything they were talking about, okay? Now, I don't know if she hid on purpose or if there's a bathroom behind that door, but regardless, it looks like she was able to get just a little more truth out of the situation, because clearly that's all she's really focused on right now at this point, and I don't blame her. So that was pretty much the episode, guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Let's talk about it. Thanks so much to all my new subscribers. I finally got to 200. And I just thank you guys for riding with me continuously. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe in case you haven't already. And hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. All right, guys, take care and be blessed. Bye-bye.